What's up gamers and grills, we're back at it again today with some triple combo club rooms and battles, this one being the cancerous R3 Bonanza with fire. If you're wondering why I'm even playing it when I'm calling it cancerous, well, let's just say it's only cancer when you get a loadout that is too easy to get to late game with. I already exhausted my map skip, so I'm stuck with this loadout at bomb, ninja, and mortar on ice flow, so yeah. Looks like I'm in for a long one. Luckily this map is 69% water, so it shouldn't go super late game. Anyways, you might be wondering what is up with the title, and you will see why in just a second. For now, let's talk about what happened between my 34th and 35th loss. I bet none of you even noticed I lost a game in between if I didn't mention it to you right now, but I figure I might as well talk about something to fill in the time. And no, it's not I didn't upload that game because I don't show losses, the real reason is it wasn't even a legit loss. So on one lazy Sunday I woke up, refilled my oil, opened up my laptop and checked Bloons TD battles to see what club arenas were open that day. Surely I'm not the only person that does that, right? Normally if I see a notable arena I make myself a note to play some of that arena later in the day. If not, I don't bother checking again until the next day. Let me know if any of you do that or if I'm just weird. Back on topic, after opening up battles, I go and check the battle arenas first, then the assault rooms, because almost all the time there are some featured clubs on assault. Keyword almost. So I click on assault and tab out to continue my early morning checkups on YouTube, Reddit, and Ashley Madison. And what do you know, after reopening battles I'm suddenly matched up against a dude in normal assault mode. At the heat of the moment I'm like, what the hell, there was supposed to be a menu, but instead I got matched up in a game. Being too groggy to play, I exit the game because I thought it didn't give any losses and was part of the DC glitch, but apparently it wasn't, because I immediately logged on and got +1 loss. Bunch of bullshit I got to say, but entirely my fault. Maybe I should have waited until the game started to close the tab, cause I know that works 100% of the time. The dude had a shitty record on top of that, so way to add salt on top of the wound and ruin my 50-game win streak. So that's the full story on how I got my 35th loss. If you've been paying attention to the battle you will now sort of understand the reasoning for my title. The constant combo regrow reds, he's been sending so many of them that it must mean something, right? Or maybe he was just being a troller dog and has no idea who I am. Well, to that I say keep watching and you will see some more evidence. For now let me gather the results from the poll I posted 2 videos back, on which childhood game of mine that I never played before. First of all, booyah, get wrecked scrubs, you are now 2 for 3 in my guessing game, so no prize for you this time. The overwhelming majority, about 60% of you voted Neopets, and I don't know if I should be surprised that a few of you had no idea what that even was, so on that basis you just voted for it. I guess the website isn't really that popular anymore, which would explain a lot of those comments, but it certainly was the shit back when I was 10 years old or so. I spent a lot of those days grinding Neo points and collecting items that would not benefit me at all in real life, but it's not like a kid has anything useful to do at that age, right? So yeah, not Neopets. It ain't Yu-Gi-Oh either, which had the second most amount of votes. I never played the online version of it, but I did have a bunch of those cool-ass cards and occasionally used it to duel against other kids, so that counts as having played it before. I owned a set of Legos too, which I will admit was a bit of a weird choice to add to the poll, but could you fault me for not being able to think of anything else? And then we have Super Mario Land. I was specifically talking about the late 1980 version that was first released on the Nintendo Game Boy without color, because that's the device I played it on. Damn, was that game hard. I remember it being a struggle to pass that level 11 China level where there were those annoying girl jumper creeps and that super low ceiling section. For the few times I did pass that level, I got wrecked by the final boss on level 12 every time, and to this day have never fully completed the game. Sad life. And that leaves us with Pokemon. Yes, what the hell ISAB, how have you never played a single Pokemon game in your life? Were you living under a cardboard box during your entire childhood or something? Why yes I was. I was simply never exposed to the land of Pokemon because all I had back then was a Game Boy, Legos, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and a shitty Windows XP desktop that took 30 minutes to boot up. And there, now you know a bit more about me. For today's poll though I want to know a bit more about you, or rather I wanted an honest opinion on what age you, my viewers are. YouTube statistics cannot be trusted because I know when I was young, I always lied about my age if they restricted people younger than a certain threshold, so that is why I am asking all of you to be honest, please and thank you for this one time only. Again, I had to generalize a bit since only 5 options are allowed. I'm just going by the assumption that I don't have very many age 22 plus viewers. If this poll says otherwise I'd be quite surprised though. Okay, so I think I've given you enough time to realize this guy is the real hashtag true ISAB fan. No random stranger would draw hearts and shit to their opponent, otherwise it'd just be too much of a coincidence. Well I hope you have a great day everyone, because I'm done here. Remember to drop a like on the video as always, the more I get the more senpai will notice me. No, I do not watch anime. See you in the next one.